And we're on there. I'd like to call the regularly scheduled meeting of the City of Middletown Industrial and Development Agency, Tuesday, September 20th, meeting to order. Roll call.
David Madden.
Here.
Hawkins.
Here.
Brito.
Here.
Cantoli.
Here.
DeStefano.
Here.
We all have a copy of the minutes from our last meeting, which was April 19th, 2022. Any comments or questions about those minutes? Need a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. A second, Mr. DeStefano. Thank you. Roll.
Madden.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
DeStefano.
Moving on to our treasurer's report.
Mr. Chairman, we don't have a treasurer's report, but I'm recommending that we appoint Leonora Liz as the treasurer for the IDA. Kellyanne Kelly left the city a couple months ago for another position, so Leonora has replaced her as the city's treasurer. So recommending that we, well, she graciously accepted the request to serve as our treasurer for the IDA. Yes.
I mean, she's smiling still.
She's here.
I need a motion to accept
So
Ms.
moved.
Liz's appointment.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Brito. A second?
Second.
Mr. Cantoli, thank you. Roll.
Madden.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
DeStefano.
So that was approved. Thank you, Ms. Liz. Bills and communications.
We have two bills, Federal Express for mailing and Mr. Alex Smith for professional services and legal services regarding the Danza project.
Anybody have any questions about our bills and communications? Very surprised, Mr. DeStefano.
No, I did not.
Wow.
Would be fair.
I need a motion to pay our bills.
Motion to pay.
Thank you, Mr. Cantoli. A second? Mr. Brito. Roll.
Madden.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
DeStefano.
Motion is passed. Any unfinished business?
Not this evening.
New business?
Mr. Chairman, looking to discuss hiring Bleakley Platt attorneys at law as the IDA project counsel. Alex Smith will still remain as our in-house counsel, but we're at a time that we need IDA attorneys because we have a project coming towards, that's going to be coming to us. So Bleakley Platt has attorneys that specialize in IDA law, IDA projects. We did have a conversation the other day with them along with Alex Smith, and they seem to fit everything that we need from them, and also regarding IDA state compliance and all that good stuff that comes along with crafting a project agreement. So I don't, if you guys haven't, their general fees, they have general fees, but also adapt to the IDA fee schedule and agreements, which once we get a project, the IDA fees for the client, the client pays Bleakley Platt directly the IDA fees. So there's a structure built in there, like a percentage of the project. So, so this is what we need these folks for as we move forward with some projects coming our way.
Yes, questions?
Well, not more a statement than a question, but Maria can confirm it. This is consistent with what we have done in the past. We had a firm with Fox, Mr. Alan Fox, correct?
Yes, from Robinson and Cole.
Robinson and Cole, and they, Mr. Fox retired, correct?
Yes,
So it's traditionally, we have an outside firm, not our local counsel, handle bond issuances and pilot agreements.
correct.
I just want to make sure that everyone understands we're not just bringing on another law firm to do an analysis or on our behalf.
And they, IDA counsel for Rockland County, City of Yonkers, and they've done other municipalities and cities throughout and counties throughout the state as well. But currently, they are attorneys for Rockland County for their IDA.
Other questions for Ms. Bruni? Would you like a minute to peruse the engagement letter that they have sent us, that you've all been given a copy?
Sure.
Yes. I'll save it. I'll save it for you. And then you could take it from, and then you could take it.
Was this the only firm that we reached out to, or there are others? Or we sort of did our homework and then reached out to these guys?
We did some of the work with some guidance from some of the other local firms that don't deal on this level.
Sure.
Most of the IDA work that's done in here is done by large firms like Harris Beach. We used them in the past. We were not happy with their work. That was maybe, 15 years ago, Maria?
About
Maybe
12,
12,
yeah, 15.
all right.
12,
But this is specialized work.
I was just
So
gonna
we
say.
have reached out. They're in the same building down in Westchester as our former firm. So we were familiar with them. The idea was, when we did some outreach, was to make sure that the fee schedule is
Consistent.
consistent with what we currently have, and not only us, but also the pass-along fees. And Rockland County was just recently praised by Senator Skoufis in his office for their forward thinking on IDAs. So Bleakley and Platt are the Rockland County IDAs, and that's how we got referred down to them, was we did a little outreach to them.
Thank you.
Other questions for Ms. Bruni? Okay.
So actually, Mr. Chairman, you have a resolution in your packet. Where's that?
All right. So I offer the following resolution. A resolution to accept the proposal of Bleakley Platt Attorneys at Law to act as project counsel for the Middletown IDA and authorize the chairman to sign any documents to effectuate the proposal. Need a motion?
So moved?
Thank you, Mr. Hawkins. A second. Thank you, Mr. Brito. Any questions or comments or discussion? Roll.
DeStefano.
Yes.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. Resolution passes. Resolution passes. Other on new business?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, like I mentioned, we do have application on the horizon. We've been in discussions with Polycraft Industries. They just received planning board by the city of Middletown. Polycraft is a printer of plastic bags for commercial use, consumer use, and for food containers. They have purchased 36-60 Industrial Drive, and currently they're operating at 2 facilities out of Long Island and at 52,000 square feet. So they have purchased here in Middletown to move their operations. The existing building is 28,000 square feet with land, and the land is going to house an 80,000 square foot building. So initially, they're going to build the 80,000 square foot building, move their 2 operations here into that 80,000 square foot building, and then the 28,000 square foot is going to be for expansion. They're looking at anywhere from 100 to 135 manufacturing jobs, and they're looking to start January of '23. So, like I said, we're in initial conversations. So the plan here is, now that we have our council on board, is to present the project at the October 18th meeting, to have council here. In the meantime, we are going to be getting a final application from Polycraft and then we will submit the application along with a presentation on the October 18th. And then throughout the course, there'll be like public hearings and all that, but at the October 18th meeting, all the information will be coming your way. But you'll be getting, once we get the full application and signed, then we'll be submitting it to the board for, ahead of time.
You
So-
said Industrial Drive?
Yes, it's,
Isn't that Wallkill? Or is that Middletown?
no,
It is both?
this is the old, what, it was the
The old Wallace Oil,
Wallace Oil.
Doug Cordell's building, across
Got
the
it.
street where the other manufacturer was George Shane's building, that's town of Wallkill.
Got it.
So, but it's a
It's
crazy
right on the
line.
line there.
Crazy line, as
So-
most of our lines are.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be coming to us for pilot mortgage tax exemption and sales tax exemption. Those are gonna be the requests. But once we get the official application and stuff, but we've been in conversations and discussions with them. So we'll have everything ready to go on October 18th, presentation and all.
And Bleakley Platt will be the ones who draw up those.
Yes, all the project agreements and all that, you know, something that's about this thick or thicker. Everything that, you know, you have all kinds of resolutions that come forth, public hearing. We have to notify the school district, we have to notify the county, so there's all that comes before actual approval of agreements and all that.
And they will, Bleakley Platt will do that in conjunction with City of Middletown? They don't create their own plans and force them upon us, is that correct?
Correct. They would be working with us in crafting the pilot and, you know, however the application comes across. We'll be sitting with them. And Polycraft will have their attorneys as well in these initial conversations and all, and presentation.
Other questions? Any other new business?
Nope. All good.
We need a motion for adjournment. Thank you, Mr. Brito. Second?
Second.
Mr. Cantoli, all in favor? Aye. Thank you.